Good morning, dear students. This is Sristi Saxena, and I am going to teach you English literature of class 2nd. In this video, I am going to explain you the new poem, that is The Little Plant. In my previous videos, I have finished with the lesson number 1, that is the magical pepper porridge pot. And today I am going to start with the poem The Little Plant. Now, before starting with the poem, I am going to give you a short introduction about this poem, The Little Plant. You know, when we grow a plant, what we have to do? First, we grow a seed inside the ground. Once we grow a seed, when we have to nourish them, we have to take care of the seeds, we have to water them. And inside that seed grows a tiny plant. So, this poem is about the little plant that grows inside the seed. So I'm going to read out this poem for you and I'm going to explain it. See, in the heart of a seed, there is a small seed inside the ground, buried deep, so deep. There is one seed which is buried deep inside the ground. Buried means deep inside hidden inside the ground. Buried deep, so deep, a tiny plant lay fast asleep. In that seed, there lives a tiny plant lay fast asleep. Inside that seed, a tiny plant is sleeping deeply. Fast asleep means sleeping deeply. Wake, said the sunshine. Now, when that tiny plant is sleeping, what the tiny plants heard? The tiny plant heard the voice of the sunshine. Let us see what the sunshine is saying to the tiny plant. Wake, said the sunshine, and creep to the light. Sunshine says to the little plant, wake up and creep to the light. Creep means move slowly. Creep means move slowly. Buried means hidden under the ground, hidden in the ground, inside the ground. And creep means move slowly. Fast asleep means sleeping deeply. Wake, said the voice of the raindrops right. Now, after hearing the voice of the sunshine, now the tiny plants heard the voice of the raindrops. Heard the voice of the raindrops. The little plant heard and it rose to see. The little plant heard and it rose to see. The little plant heard the voice of the sunshine and the raindrops. When he heard what the voice of the raindrops and the sunshine, the little plant rose up. He wakes up and he rose to see. What he sees when he wake up, what he sees, what he saw, he sees that what the wonderful world outside world might be. What the wonderful outside world might be. When he heard the voice of the sunshine and the raindrop, he wakes up to see the wonderful world outside. He imagines, he thinks of himself ki what would be the wonderful outside world might be. How wonderful the world might be outside. He wakes up and he sees the wonderful world. So this poem is written by Kate Louise Brown. The poet, what is the name of the poet? The Kate Louise Brown. Again, I am reading out this poem for you. What you have to do is, after finishing the work of lesson number 1, you have to write this poem in your copy. I am showing you this poem again and I am reading it for you. In the heart of a seed, buried deep, so deep, a tiny plant lay fast asleep. Wake, said the sunshine, and creep to the light. Wake, said the voice of the raindrop bright. The little plant heard and it rose to see what the wonderful outside world might be. The name of the poet, Kate Louise Brown. You have to write this poem in your copy and you have to learn at least 4 lines of this poem. At least 4 lines you have to learn in this poem. You have to maintain your work in your copy after finishing with chapter number 1, and you have to learn 4 lines of this poem. And the exercises of this poem I am going to continue in my next video. Till then, what you have to learn the lines of this poem and you have to maintain your work. Thank you.